Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee, and thank you for dropping by today. This is the card I have to share with you. It's this lovely Ladybird Gatefold card. Isn't it pretty? And you can stand it up like this, and if you want to, you can actually tuck the sentiment under the Ladybird's wing, and it will still stand up like that. So let me show you how I made this. And this is actually a card we made in our recent card club in June, and it's such fun. I thought I'd share it with you here on my YouTube channel. So let's start with our card base. Our card base is going to measure 10.5 centimeters by 28 centimeters. So that's an A4 sheet cut in half on the short side at 10.5 centimeters like that, and then you're going to cut that piece down to 28 centimeters. So it's going to be slightly smaller than a standard A6 card, and this is just to make our scoring simple for us, so we don't have to be working in points a centimeter. Okay, so now we're going to take and score on our long side. And remember, our scoring blade is the light grey blade, and we're going to score at 7 centimeters from either side. So that's 7 there, and then flip it round 180 degrees, and we're going to score again at 7 centimeters, and that makes our gatefold card base. So let's put the trimmer away and get our bone folder, and we're just going to fold on those score lines like that, and like that again. So there we've got our gatefold card. Okay, so let's start to decorate our card, and I'm going to put our insert in, and this piece measures 13.5 centimeters by 10 centimeters, but all the measurements will be on the blog post on my website, and you can find the link to that in the description box below, so don't worry about having to write all of that down now. Okay, and if you just search Ladybug or Ladybird, it will come up. Okay, so there we go. Now on the outside I'm going to put some white pieces of cardstock. I've got those here, but to decorate them I've got some of the Parakeet Party Designer Series paper, and this is going to go on either piece like this, and these are just 2 strips that measure, what do they measure, 10 centimeters by 3, and I'm just going to put these down. You could use whatever pattern, and these are just from the what I call the family stacks of paper, and I'm just going to use my grid paper to help me get this lined up properly. Just going to check that I've got these pieces. Yep, that's right. The right size. You don't want to do something and then not have the right size. They're 6.5 centimeters. I'm going to do it roughly where I think the center is. Something like that will do. Sometimes it's just easier to do it by eye, to be honest, than trying to do it by measurements. Well, that's what I find anyway. Something like that. And then we're going to stick these down for our front gates. Don't have a front gate anymore. In my last house I had a front gate, but I don't have one now because we're in a corner, and I've got the drive first and then my front pathway, and only then the house. So I don't have a gate anymore. I used to like having a gate actually, because I always kept it closed, so, and it squeaked a bit, so You knew someone was coming up to the house first by the squeak of the gate. Quite a good alarm that was. Okay, so there we have that. So let's set that aside and we can start to make our ladybirds. So I'm going to bring here some scraps to make our ladybirds with. And here as well. Okay, so we're going to use our Ladybird builder punch, which is this one here, and I'm going to cut out just 3 little bodies using my punch. So that's 1, 2, 3. I've got pieces of paper flying everywhere. Okay, so get rid of all of these little bits that we don't need anymore. They seem to have flown here, there and everywhere. And there's our 3 little bodies of our ladybirds. In the UK we call them ladybirds. In America it seems they call them ladybugs. Hey ho, same thing. And then I'm going to cut the wings out of some real red cardstock. So I've got some here. So that's 1 lot of wings. And then 2. I don't think I cut the wings out before very well, so I'm going to cut another pair here out. Okay, so we can get rid of that. We can close up our punch, and to close up your punch you just punch it together and you push this piece forward and that locks the punch just like that. Okay, I'm going to use my basic black cardstock. I'm going to use a single hole punch here. These are to make the dots on the back of each ladybird, and I've got 4 dots on each ladybird, so I need 12 little punched pieces. So I'm going to do this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, trying to find empty spaces, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1 more for luck, a baker's dozen. Okay, and just empty out my little pieces there. Okay, put that there. So let's assemble our butterflies, our ladybugs. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue just at the base of the wings here where it joins the body, and I'm just going to put that down like that. Do the same for the other 2. Now if you're enjoying these videos, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please do consider subscribing to videos. It really does make a big difference. And I've made a mess of that wing as well. I'm not doing very well here today. Let me get back my piece of red and just quickly punch another wing even. That's what comes of trying to save paper by going too close to the edge. Okay, not the end of the world. Whee! A bit too much glue there, but anyway. Okay, I'm going to just clean off the excess. And then I'm just going to put some dots where I want my spots to be. So I'm going to put some dots of glue. Just like that. All over my ladybirds. And then I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm just going to pick up my hole punch pieces. I'm just going to put them here better. It's starting to slip off, but if it does that, it just comes untwisted. You can just twist it back on, not a problem. This tool is invaluable. It has so many different uses. I love using the brush bit that you can, attachment that you can have, just to add, to get rid of your die pieces. Okay, and there we have our little ladybirds. So let them sit there and dry for a second, and let's do some simple stamping. Just grab a piece here of basic white. Stamp set is Biggest Wish, and I'm going to use the sentiment here, Hello Friend. Got everything already on my block. I'm going to stamp a Memento Tuxedo Black. So give it a really good ink up. And down. Hold, hold, hold. Yeah, that will do fine. Okay. And now we're going to cut these out using the, where are they? The nested labelling dies, nested essential dies. And these are there here. And let me see which ones I used on my original. I think I used this one, yeah, this one. And then I used the second largest one here to cut out a piece of real red cardstock. So I'm going to put that through the die cutting machine and I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut my piece out and I just stuck one on top of the other, and there we have our piece. So let's break back our original, our base and our little ladybirds. Now I'm going to use a white gel pen just to add a few highlights on my little ladybirds. And this is just a simple white gel pen. You can get it from any stationers. I'm just using it to add some highlights, just some sketchy lines. I'm not really paying any attention to where the light's coming from or anything like that. It's just really just sketchy lines, just to give some highlights. And it just helps lift all that black, I find, on the image. Just like that. Okay. So let's start to build our card. Now 2 of these are going to have some dimensionals on them. I'm just going to put some down the center. So let's firstly stick down our sentiment, and that's going to go roughly halfway across. So I'm only going to put glue on one half of this sentiment so that we can still open our card. Okay, and then bring back our base, center it as best as you can. Don't worry if you can't, if it's not perfect, as no one expects it to be. This is handmade, not a machine. And there we've got our gatefold. Okay, so let's put down our first little ladybug. And let's have my ladybird here, like that. And then we've got another one here. And I'm going to put this so that the wing just will hold my bag. You can have it like this, or if you want, you'll be able to tuck it just under the wing, like that, to hold your card in place. And I open up my card, and I'm going to put my last little one here on the inside. So I'm going to put a bit of glue. This is just going to be our insert. Okay. So just like that. Okay, and that's our cards done. Just get rid of those backings there, so you can see here our little card there. You can see here, can just tuck under like that. So I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you wanted more information about the project, supply list, measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.